Tommy talks. This song is fair use. Don't copyright strike me. Hello, folks. I am Tommy NC2010, and welcome back to the Tommy Talks Show. I have on one of the most epic dudes here on YouTube, and what do I mean by that is, now, defining by his picture right here, literally somebody is pouring something in his mouth, and I don't know if that's tapioca or what that is, but let me tell you something. This man has a nickname for a reason. He is called the Human Garbage Disposal, and here's the thing. This is not just the first time that this man has ever been on my show. I interviewed this man a long time ago, actually, before I was ever a 100K subscriber channel. I actually interviewed him back in the day on the cell phone. I made a mistake on Twitter, and I thought that he had gave me a run-of-the-mill interview, which I made a mistake, and that was my fault, which I want to apologize to you, Mr. ShoeNice. I gotta respect you for the career you have had here on YouTube. I don't want to even talk about the past. I want to talk about the future and how the ShoeNice brand has been doing.
Hey, how you been, bro?
Oh, I've been doing good. Since 2016, I've been rocking it, been making video after video. How are you been doing?
Good. It's nice to talk to another Tosh.0 alumni, bro. There's not many of us out there.
Yeah, my experience was very interesting. I definitely have some stories about Daniel.
Ah, go ahead.
So, I'm on set. We're on set, and we're shooting the tent scene where I'm inside the tent, and it's in between takes, and he says, "Hey, there's a cell phone in here," and they're like, "Oh, Daniel, that's just was in the budget. We had some extra money." Well, you know, you don't see Tommy getting a cell phone, going out and buying a cell phone, do you? Would you, Tommy? No, sir. And he just went on a humongous rant, like just a humongous rant about this cell phone, and that's why in my other episode, I mentioned just don't have more than 2 cell phones on set.
Oh, now I understand.
I should have explained it, but I wanted to kind of put that jab in there on him, like that I remember that he did that. And he was very edgy with his producers when I was there.
Same thing with me. A lot of people had showed up just to watch ShoeNice in the studio, and he knew they weren't working that day. They weren't on the boat, but he came in and he's like, "Is there anybody else here that's not working today?" And he kind of was like, "Hey, don't touch the buffet. You're not working today." They didn't even let me go near the buffet. They're like, "You're not hungry, right? You're not hungry." I was starving.
I barely even had a chance to eat when I was there.
Quick, they get you in and out of there.
Oh, yeah.
They put you on the plane the same day.
I got some VIP treatment, and I was able to stay an extra day because of some stuff. They didn't...
Nice.
I paid for it, but, you know, I got to, 2 times I went out there, I got to stay an extra day and hang out with some YouTubers.
Nice, nice.
So I understand that you got a chance. I watched some of the interview where you went on H3H3's podcast. How was that for you?
It wasn't bad. I mean, I was back in my drinking days, and, you know, everything wasn't set up. They were remodeling the room I was in, so it was kind of chaotic, but I guess everybody liked it. It was like one of their first podcasts where the person actually wasn't in the room.
Oh, really?
They were scared of bringing me to their house.
I gotta say, man, like, I've seen his podcast many of times, and I don't want to get hate from the H3 people, but here's the thing. I think it's interesting that he has everybody else. He has Keemstar on his podcast. He has Harley Morenstein on his podcast. Every single person. But the legend of YouTube, the legend, the myth, the legend, the Human Garbage Disposal, the man, the world heavyweight champion of the hot
I don't
shit.
fly either, so I don't fly, so it's tough to get me to a place.
Oh, you don't fly?
Last time I flew was for Tosh.0, and if he gets me back on the show again, I'll probably be driving out there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm terrified of flying. The flights I had in Desert Storm, being up in the air, and me are just 2 things that shouldn't happen.
Wow. You served in the military, am I right?
Yeah, Army, Desert Storm.
I just want to say thank you for serving our country. I want to say that if I could shake your hand, I would. My brother is in the Army.
That's good. Well, tell him I said thanks.
I will. He's a good man. You know, he does his best. I saw your life. I watched the beginning of your video of you eating that spicy chip.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man. I was actually messaging you on Twitter. I'm like, "Are you okay?" Like,
Oh yeah, it's just hot.
wow. Dude, I can tell you what. I ate a ghost pepper one time. It was insane. Like my mouth was just on fire, and I just oh.
Yeah, some of them people out there, they eat it and they don't even blink an eye, and they're eating like a dozen of them. I think some people are just, they don't have the heat index or whatever, sensitive tongue or mouth.
You mentioned this. You said in your video that you've been sober. You've been sober. Am I right?
About 40 days.
Wow. I just want to say congratulations to you, man. Like that's really good on you. I haven't been drinking much either because I've been on a diet, so I don't want to gain the weight back. But
Right, right. I physically can't drink anymore. I don't have a choice. I'm 51. I've been drinking 38 years.
do you think it was because of the years and years of all the videos you did in the past? That's why you stopped doing, it, or was it just your own ways
No,
of?
yeah, no, I've been drinking way before YouTube was ever around. And then, it just adds up as you get older.
Hmm.
I mean, I could probably drink to 100 years old, or I'd probably die in 2 years. You just never know.
Wow.
But take alcohol out of the equation, and it helps out a lot. I got Crohn's disease. It's a disorder in the colon that, if you got to take care of that if you want to live without having a bag tied to the side of you.
My friend has Crohn's disease, and he if I'm talking with him, he just runs to the bathroom, and I feel for him.
Yeah, see, does he smoke marijuana or take pills?
I don't know exactly what he does, but
Because I smoke marijuana for my Crohn's disease, and I've been in remission, since I was like 18, 19 years old. I,
wow.
I just moved out of my house and I quit the pills, and like my heavy marijuana use keeps me from having all the symptoms that people have. I
Wow.
wish people knew about it, really. It's just the pharmaceutical industry has suppressed all the great things marijuana does for people. But it's finally coming out. CBD oils will be taking over acid.
I wish this country, it's not really legal here in North Carolina, but sometimes I wish that marijuana was legal here.
People serving freaking life sentences for dealing a plant that's legal in half of the United States. It's ridiculous.
I understand you get a lot of flack, and a lot of people give you crap about a lot of stuff. How do you feel about that?
Hey, it comes with the territory, bro. You don't have haters, you're not doing something right. I never start any beef. Take two to tango, and it's always comments or videos or whatever, and I just respond to that. Now, obviously, I can be a drunk troll, and I was always busting balls ever since elementary playground. I just try and get two kids to fight and just sit back on the swing and laugh at them.
Mm.
It's just that I'm like that Andrew Dice Clay comic. You're gonna sit in the front row. I'm gonna tear your ass up. And I didn't mean to swear, but it's not a swear word.
No
Say that.
worries. I understand, and
But I'm just saying, it's just like a lot of it's jealousy. A lot of it's people don't like somebody just sitting around and rambling on, talking shit about their lives. But like I said, the comments have to start. Somebody comes in and says, "Hey, ShoeNice, great video." I say, "Hey, man, thanks." Somebody comes in and says, "Look at this fat piece of irrelevant shit." I say, "Come pick up your mom. Uber won't take her."
you made your rounds on one of my other friends' show. Foulmouth Ken, you ever heard of him?
Yeah, yeah. He's from New York.
Yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to him, and because you've been on his show. If it was funny, I think I was on his show that one night, and me and you were on there at the same time, and you said, "Tommy, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, ShoeNice," and you're like, "We need to get together and do another interview doesn't sound like crap." I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty cool. He let a hater ramble on for a while. I didn't like that, but he's good people.
He is. He's a good guy. What is the future for ShoeNice?
I'm just YouTubing it, bro. I don't even want to meet any more people. No more collabs. I'm just doing a 2-hour live stream every day, making cameos and chilling out.
Wow.
Excuse me. I've already lived that life, bro. I don't need to start any. I know I say I'm going in the UFC. I'm just going to get in some really good shape. When I get in my house, I'll have my own little, setup, and I want to try one MMA fight before I die. Just an amateur league fight. That's the only thing on my bucket list.
You've been the rounds with different YouTubers. In your opinion, how do you feel like they treat you? And like, do you?
They're all on their own little vendettas. They use me for my name. They never pay me. And, they always got something to say. But either way, I don't care because I don't let the opinions of people in my world affect my tomorrow.
That's a great way to live life. That's a great way to see. Myself is I live for today, not for tomorrow. That's my philosophy.
I've been far back. I've almost died 5 times in my life. I'm going to be getting up to 60 years old and 70. It comes quick. So I'm done with all that troll drama, BS. I used to love it. I wake up every morning just to piss people off and go to bed with a big smile on my face. I still got grown men that I've literally argued with for almost 10 years now. They dislike all my videos, come in with fake accounts, say all these malicious stories about me. And in the end, it's just like, I win.
It's at the end of the day, you take your own ball and you run with it. And I see how that is.
The truth, all it is the truth. As long as you know the truth in your heart, who cares what people say? Some people get all tied up like H3 and, drama skirt. They just get all like, back and forth. And it's the fans that feed the flames. You don't even know if the actual characters are even mad at themselves. They might be talking behind camera. Like I talked to Keemstar today, and I asked him if he could make a fake death video for me, just to get everybody to my channel.
Did he?
Say I choked on a tampon. No, I don't know. But he said I'm the funniest dude he's ever met in his life. Keemstar told me that in Twitter DM the other day. Did Jake Paul really go to jail?
I don't know really.
He wouldn't just go right to prison. They're saying he went to prison. They don't so immediately, unless he was on probation or parole or something. They would take you if you violated that. But he's just running around and not really being violent. He's just going to go to court.
Well, here's the bottom line about that. Rich people don't go to jail. Rich people go to rich people jail. And Jake Paul is going to get an ankle brace on his leg and put in his big mansion. And that's how it's going to happen. Because the fact is, people like us, we go to jail. ShoeNice. Like, if I was to do something wrong, I would go to jail. But the fact is, rich people, they don't go to prison. They go to rich people jail, or they get an ankle bracelet. That's what happens.
If it wasn't a federal felony, if it was just a state felony, not federal, he's not going to have any special. He's not going to be able to pick his jail cell. It's just county. He's going to go into the jail cell in that county.
Jeez.
Probably if he did like a week or two, he'd probably do solitary because there'd be people in there that just want to beat him up because he's a geek on YouTube, like his brother. I can't like Logan Paul because he owes me an apology because a lot of us lost our main channels because he started the whole cleanup thing on YouTube, going to that Japanese source and posting it.
I was going to ask
I knew it was coming. Yeah, I knew it was coming. They even sent a YouTube email out to like main creators like me saying we're getting rid of the bad actors, and I knew it was only time. But they fought back and forth in YouTube admin. One wanted me on, and the other one didn't. And they finally came to the conclusion, all right, let's just make them start over. They literally came in and said, you're not getting your main channel back, but here's your other channel, and you already have ads on it, so have fun.
Wow. I'm sorry about that, dude. Like, that's...
Dude, I've been to war and back, bro. I mean, this internet thing is like playing Chutes and Ladders, kid. You can't let anything bother you. You just got to move on.
I've been through some experiences myself, and I've seen the sides of YouTubers that are, they're sweet people, but the second they turn their back on you, they're just vicious, angry, jealous people.
It's just a website, and people take it way too seriously. Right now it's like fans and their entertainment heroes have a closer connection than just back in the day when Elvis walked by and all these girls went crazy, and the chance of you getting an autograph from somebody, like from the your
Yeah.
movie star, you had to wait outside of but now you have that connection where you can actually message and talk and get a cameo and everything from, your whatever, your hero.
I do Cameo myself. I'm at $10 right now on my Cameo.
Yeah, I'm blowing up on Cameo because that's all I do is I put it in every single comment. I post it every morning. I just went back to Twitter, obviously you know that, and blowing back up. But I mean, I was at $9 and it was selling myself short by the time they took their share. But I got up there in the 20 range and people are still coming in. So I'm literally going to buy a house through Cameo this winter or next spring. The House of Nice, bro.
The
We'll
House
have
of
a,
Nice. Thank
we'll
yeah.
have we'll have a bunch of dogs. We'll have gaming competitions. Have special guests come over. And I'm just going to relax in a nice, comfortable chair and do what I'm doing right now, bro.
Is there gonna be a day that you just retire from YouTube and just walk away, or is it?
Yes. 25 years from now. 75, I'll be leaving. Angry Grandpa made it to 67. I want to at least go to 70. If I die, I die, and I'll be a legend, and there'll probably be more views on my videos when I'm gone. Because there's thousands and thousands of Shoe Nice videos out there from thieves. And then you got the hundreds and hundreds of people that did a parody on me, tried to figure out my name, called me a scammer, on and on. There's 25,000 videos on YouTube with Shoe Nice in the title, or ShoeNice22. Mistakes I made was just getting into the trolling thing, getting haters that are so bad that they reported me, changing my name. Should have never went from ShoeNice22 to something different because you lose all that SEO, search engine optimization. So I went to a third party, MCN Freedom, and left Google. You don't do that because Google really doesn't like supporting people that are, they're paying somebody else, and all they do is take your money. So I just tell anybody out there, Machinima, they've already been, blown out by all their scams. Yeah, they just literally just stay with Google. They own YouTube, and that's the best bet.
I understand. It's I went through. I got out of Maker Studios back in 2016. You know that.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to let me go, and I went in on their LinkedIn business thing, and I just bothered every single employee. And then I talked to Google, and Google came in, and the next day everything was just switched right back. They thought he was going to own me forever. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. If you were to talk to a young YouTuber that just started a YouTube channel, what would you tell them?
One out of every 1,000 YouTube channels that start will probably never, or will be the only one to get over 50 or 100 subscribers. It's hard, and especially if you're coming in on gaming, skateboarding, or any other thing that's so popular, then you really just have to go in. And I always said 10 subscribers a day. That was my motto. I would wake up every morning, go onto YouTube, different kind of whatever, motocross, sewing sweaters for poodles. I didn't care. And I'd comment, cool channel, subscribe. And if you did that 10 times a day, 20, 30, you'd be surprised how many people come back and like you. Now, I'm an enigma, I'm a good-looking guy with the stomach of a billy goat. You can't compare what I did on YouTube to what you're going to do playing the guitar or Fortnite. When people ask me, Shoe Nice, how do you get so big? I went through 15 Facebook, 20 Twitters, 13 Snapchats, and I just spammed everywhere I could. Anywhere I could drop a link to me slamming vodka, eating 3 tampons, bottle of glue. I didn't care if Grandma Rose passed away or Jimmy was passing 5th grade on Facebook. I would go in and just post my links. When Facebook allowed you could just do as many links as you wanted all day. And then I started making fan signs. Just write somebody's name on there, take a picture with a Post-it, sometimes eat it. And I did probably 150,000 of them on Facebook alone. So it's spam, spam, spam. You can't sit there and expect somebody to just come up and knock on your door. Who is it? YouTuber, I want to subscribe. No, you got to go out and you got to find everybody. And then you build up that. And YouTube has an algorithm. You get 10 subscribers, you get shared more. You get 100 subscribers, you get a certain option that you can go live, or, and you get lucky where YouTube are going through videos and they find one they like, so they put it on the front page. And trending is what makes a YouTuber. PewDiePie, E3, all them shout outs, Tosh, they'll all be videos in the archives of YouTube that somebody's going to see. And people will come in for years and like H3 and Keemstar, and every year, every cycle, there's a new group of kids getting their laptop and start them out young. I got dudes, dude, I was in 8th grade, bro. I'm graduated college. I got a kid. And I'm showing my kid to the dude that made me get through 8th grade. He took me out of the dark space, depression. If I'm ever a millionaire, I'm giving you money for the rest of your life. I just ate toilet paper. I didn't realize I was going to affect this many people just making videos. I was like Dr. Phil on Facebook. People come in, suicide. I take so many people off a suicide attempt. I mean, it is just it's mind blowing, and it's also mind draining. Trying to take care of everybody. I spread myself thin the first time, doing it right the second.
Myself, I have, I've had a lot of people have come to me and told me that I have, that my videos have helped them out from suicide, and, I just,
Committed suicide?
Huh?
Just kidding.
But I was going to say, I do agree with you about Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I think they're the worst YouTubers ever on this platform.
Yeah, you can't really let people like that affect your path. I don't. Whatever they're doing,
I mean, YouTube is a changing platform every
There's
single...
there's bigger dicks on YouTube than the Paul brothers. You know what I mean? I'm not going to mention any names. There's millions and millions of people that know H3 that never know who the Paul brothers are. I have someone, who's Logan Paul? Who's Logan Paul? Who's this? Who's that? Who's LAB? So you get into that thing, that robot stage in life, and you just, you have these subscribe channels and your notifications are on. You wake up, you eat breakfast, and then you go to your laptop and you watch the videos of what you're subscribed to, because that's what you do as a sheep on planet Earth. And nobody ever gets outside their 3-foot circle. But with the Tosh.0, the Guinness World Records, the Vice documentary, just this interview right here, it's all just a stockpile of syndicated YouTube vids. So for years and years, people watch me long after I'm gone. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you're in a special case, just like Angry Grandpa. Like Angry Grandpa, he's gone. May he rest in peace. Michael,
Right.
Michael and the Green family, they're wonderful people, as I see on camera. I've never met them in person, but you kind of clash with them. You kind of match up with their legacy, and I think in the future, people will be watching Shoe Nice for the even when you're gone, people will still be watching you.
That's what I mean. I got to thank all the thieves, because all my liquor slams are still on YouTube. All my classics that YouTube doesn't allow anymore, and threw me off with my main channel. But they allow hundreds of... I would have a great lawsuit with YouTube. I mean, if I had a good civil suit lawyer, and just the projected earnings from me losing that main channel when I shouldn't have lost it. LAB's got his channel back, and he does things worse than me on his channel. So, I mean, he must have known the right person. Ice Poseidon said he was going to get my main channel back. He's got as much pull as a tampon string.
He followed me on Twitter. Poseidon followed me on Twitter, but he never talks to me. He has his DMs open. He followed me, but he doesn't. There's some people that just don't talk to me sometimes, and some people that do. But I mind my business, and I just try to conduct interviews. And just recently I've gotten lucky with getting decent interviews this past week. But I've been...
That's what you do now, is just interviews?
No, I do vlogs. I do vlogs, and just recently, I sound like a broken record, but I just did a documentary just recently where I met my biological mother.
Oh, nice. Really nice. Congrats, bro.
Thank you. It's called 28 Years Later, and it's on my YouTube channel. It's a tearjerker, just to warn you.
It's tough to get me to cry, bro. I don't have any tear ducts.
Now, before we end the show here, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, everybody subscribe to ShoeNice22 on YouTube. 1 million subscribers by Christmas.
Most definitely, folks. The link will be in the description below. And just a warning to you, if you go on Twitter and you say something to ShoeNice will come back with a witty word of saying it, because you know what? He just trolled.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice now, Tommy. At least to you. I'm just a troll. It's hard to control. But now that I don't drink, it's a lot easier to maintain.
You know,
So how do I look on here, bro?
What?
How's the audio and video coming through on this? This is a new phone for me.
It sounds really good, man. Like I can hear you crisply. It's like I'm watching OBS here, and you sound really good.
Nice. Hey, man, what I'll do is I'll push this video through all my social avenues and get you some views.
Thank you.
I want to say one more thing. H3, how's it feel to get owned? Yeah.
Oh, yes. I've had my... Before I end the show here, I just want to say I've had my tuffles with H3. H3, yes, he made the video on me. But here's the thing. H3 did promise me. H3 did promise me that he would come on my show, by the way, ShoeNice. And
Yeah, he's got a lot of promises.
yeah,
False promises.
I have the proof.
Oh, that's fine, bro. I believe you, but trust me. I mean, I go in and out with them guys. We'll do this for you, we'll do that for you, and then it's just something simple. But either way, Tommy, it was nice talking to you, bro.
As always, folks, I'm Tommy NC2010, and this has been the Tommy Talk Show, and this is ShoeNice, the myth, the legend, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive.
Is this thing on, Tommy? Hello? Does this work? Yeah, I would definitely come on your show, dude. If you're still down, I would definitely come on your show, dude. Thanks for inviting me. So let's talk in 2 weeks and see what's good.